In this video, we're going to talk about edit Basepoint and editing from the reference that matters. Analog layouts are built from repeated structures, carefully aligned geometry, and strict symmetry requirements, but most editing tools still rely on an object's origin as the reference point. edit Basepoint gives designers the freedom to work from the reference that actually matters. Here I have our ring VCO design, and I'm going to take this diff cell here, and I'm going to show you how you can use Basepoint to copy it. So let me just copy this without Basepoint first. So if I copy this, and then I paste, you'll see that the reference on the pasted instance is the lower left corner of the instance. So reusing existing circuitry is one of the fastest ways to build and modify layouts. With Basepoint, any meaningful feature can become your placement reference. So instead of using the bottom left, I'm going to use the upper left instead. So I'm going to zoom in here, and I'm going to set my Basepoint using Control Q. So that sets my reference on this object. So now I'm going to copy, and now when I paste, you'll see that my reference is in the upper left. So now I can place using my anchor point and snapping to this location. I can also, when I paste, just set a Basepoint at the place where I want to place my copies. Now if I just paste, it'll use that reference point for any subsequent pastes. If I wanted to align it in a different place, so say I wanted to align the next one down here, then if I paste it here, it'll put the reference point that I copied from on the instance, pasted at the reference point that I put for the paste operation. Let me remove these here. You can see the result is fast, predictable placement without measuring offsets or repositioning after the fact. Alignment is also driven by functional geometry rather than object origins. So with Basepoint, designers can align using recognizable features such as power rails, routing boundaries, or cell edges. Let me move an object here. Simply choose the edge that matters and align directly to the target. Here I'm going to align using my VDD rail. I'm going to set my Basepoint here, select my object to move, and I'm just going to use my middle mouse button to align these to each other. So no helper geometry, no calculations, just accurate placement. Design changes rarely happen around an object center as well. So more often designers need to keep a specific edge, rail, or feature fixed while transforming geometry. And Basepoint enables rotation around any chosen reference location. By rotating around a selected rail edge, the transformation follows the designer's intent rather than an arbitrary origin. If I do a rotate without a Basepoint, it just uses the center of the instance for the rotation. But if I use Basepoint, let me use my center, then I can align to a specific location as my axis of rotation. And now when I do rotation, then it uses that as the axis of the rotation. Likewise, symmetry is fundamental in analog design. So traditional mirror operations often require additional positioning after the transformation. Basepoint allows designers to define the mirror reference directly. You duplicate the object, set a Basepoint, and then do a vertical flip, and you've just mirrored your object. So you choose the axis, perform the operation, and create symmetric structures with fewer steps. So you can see using Basepoint is a consistent workflow that can be used across placement, alignment, rotation, and mirroring operations. The same reference can drive every transformation, helping designers work more naturally and more efficiently. Every layout contains meaningful design references, cell boundaries, power rails, and symmetry axes. Edit Basepoint allows designers to use those references directly throughout the editing process. You get faster placement, faster alignment, and more intuitive layout editing. Edit Basepoint, precision editing centered on what matters.